Hey, what it do, man? It's your player partner, and you now rocking with Jakkboy Maine.
No, really, this a semi hit me, icky jiggy jiggy, beam attached, itty bitty, cocaine white, iggy titties, out the whip, shiggy with me. One more time, one more chance, biggie, headshot, drippy, serial scratch, ficky, I line up. Gracious, you a dub, homie, the snub on me, I talaka, boo, they get rid of teeth, there's blood on me, dub, homie.
Shit, when it come to me being a lupus survivor and someone who went through it, my first encounter with it was 2011. Early 2011. Year before, late 09. I had just got there, graduated high school and shit. I remember celebrating with some of my homies that was a year younger when they graduated. Shortly after, right after that New Year's or 2010, I got sick. I was outside the day before playing basketball with my little brother and shit. And goddamn, normal day shit. Go inside, go to sleep, wake up, roll out the bed. My left leg, I can't put no pressure on it. So I'm getting up like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why I can't? What the fuck going on? I ain't never been through no shit like this. Like, my mind in disarray, like, I don't know what's happening. And I'm like, what the fuck? Keep trying to get up. I can't put no pressure on it. So, get up, the family and shit, realize shit going wrong. Take me to the hospital. The first thing the hospital told me, I remember, they like, oh, you just pulled a muscle. So I'm thinking, I bet. That's the kind of news I wanted to hear anyway. I was playing basketball the day before. Bet, I just pulled a muscle. It's all good. I get back home, my leg keeps swelling to an abnormal point. And everybody in my family like, nah, ain't no way you just pulled a muscle with this. So I go back to the hospital. When I go back, this is when I found out that what they call an ultrasound when a female is in her pregnancy, they also refer to as a Doppler. And like on the news, like the Doppler radar, like they refer to it as a Doppler as well. And they can use this on any part of your body to see how your blood is flowing, how your muscles are reacting, how your veins are, how healthy your veins are or aren't. Like they can check all of that. So for me, it was, they did that on my leg, and they noticed that 3 of my veins had collapsed from blood clots, extending from my foot all the way up to my hip. So it was like, they admitted me, they kept me in that motherfucker, they put me on medicine and shit. And the first thing they do, what they do with most people, is they put you on Coumadin and warfarin. And with that, like, when they put me on that, what started to happen was I started getting hit antibodies, meaning that it was making my blood clot up more. So, long story short, I went through a year of going to different hospitals and figuring out the right medicine for me. And long story short, there wasn't no right medicine for me. The doctors will tell you cancer is worse than lupus. That's what they told me. Like, you got the #1 thing right under cancer. That's, you know what I'm saying, autoimmune disorder, disease, however they want to word it. It's cancer, then it's lupus. But you can beat cancer. That kills more people, so I get it. But you can beat cancer. You can't beat this shit. You just deal with it. Because every time I got on medicine, it'll work for a while, then it would not work. And I would go back and forth with that transition till I got to a point like, fuck it. Like my rock bottom was feeling like modern medicine, man-made medicine ain't working for me. Doctor told me I won't go see past 30 most likely. It was basically live it up. After getting out the hospital, I went through a year like just being down on myself. And then I just was like, fuck it. If I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go. So I just started living life. Like, stumbled across battle rap, fell in love with it, through my cousin making a bet with me that I couldn't do it. Like, I kind of thank him too, because it was his way of taking my brain off of the situation. Like, so it's like, he bet me that I couldn't do it. I'm a nigga you can't bet, because I'm gonna try you. Even if I ain't got the money, I'm gonna try you. I feel like I can win. I get into battle rap, I fall in love with it. Go through the trials and tribulations, and it just became my way of escaping my hardships, my troubles of not only lupus, but regular life. So having lupus don't stop you from being still a regular human being and going through the trials and tribulations of regular life. It's just more so in the health department of life, you got bigger troubles. But hey, outside of lupus, who don't? Everybody go through something. So it was like, that's what battle rap helped me do and continue to help me do. And then recently in the last year, I just found this love and this passion for working out. Like, I played football in high school. We worked out. But I don't know. It's just literally, I just like woke up like, this is what I'm gonna do. And I've been doing it since. And it's like, the working out and the battle rap helped me, because even before it was going to equipment, like, I had battles like me and Ryder did the 202 versus they guys at Dougie.
Yeah, go! Yeah, we on the niggas. And you ain't alone if you think we ain't harming niggas. He owe me money. You and detonate everything that I'm bombing, nigga. And all black with bald head. Man, we the last 2 Onyx members. Has above, so below. We just trying to paint a darker image. We came through with nothing but mass and black heaters. But should I Carlitos weigh him in a subway? Nah. All right, well, King of New York backseat. Your word to Tom Cruise. Man, ain't even your bitch dead if Jack reach your feet off your godson. Let's go.
And when we did that battle, the morning of, I woke up having a lupus crisis, because my left leg, I couldn't move it. Like, that shit was stiff. Like, bro tried to move that joint and help me stretch that joint. That shit was locked stiff. So like, people don't know, but I was performing fucked up. Like, I was sick as hell. But a few of my mans came through. You know what I'm saying? Helped the nigga out with some street medicine to get a nigga through for the moment. I got on stage and did what I had to do. I just remember after that, like, one of the thoughts I had that got me into this working out shit is because after that, I remember, like, for a week, I did like 300 push-ups a day. Because I kept telling myself, if I ever lose the ability of my legs, I'm not gonna lose the ability to get around. So if I gotta get around on my hands and nubs, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I remember that was a moment that helped me get through that. So it's like, and then also like another experience I had was recently I was battling Lou Castro. And while I'm first round, I'm rapping and I can just feel my heart, like, it don't feel like it didn't feel like it was inside my body, like, and it felt like in my world, like I could see it outside of my body, like beating outside, like it just, and it was loud in my ears, so I couldn't concentrate on rapping. My legs was heavy, and it was just like, I can't remember, all I kept thinking was, don't fall, whatever you do, don't fall and become the viral clip that everybody gonna be not knowing what's going on. So first take is laughing, joking, and clowning on my name. Just don't fall. Because everything was heavy. Like, the air was heavy. Like, it was getting hot. It felt like being locked in a cabin on a hot day. Like, that shit was crazy. And it was like that exact feeling before I never felt. Because usually I completely lose feeling in my legs, or one of my legs. And this time it was like everything was just heavy. Like, it was consistent from head to toe, from atmosphere to oxygen to like every movement I was making was heavy. Like to me, I was up there and like I watched the battle back and it was like, in a sense, it looks like almost nothing was happening.
What you say, nigga? Cause if I switch the plot, I kick the box. From ear to ear, I shook the box. But this shit here ain't Christmas Ock, so I can't play with you. K-Clipper, May hit you, Grave Digger, Steak Nigga, hey, bitch you. Thought you got off the hook, tried to book, then Mr. Upstairs got scared. Look, was kinda shook, cause he couldn't control the monster in the basement like the Babadook. Then your moms get hooked. What?
But to me, I felt in slow motion, like, I felt like I was up there forever. Like it felt like it wouldn't end. Like I just couldn't wait to get to the end of the raps so it would end. Like it just felt like it just kept going and going and going. And then it was like after, it was like also one of the moments that brought me clarity too, to where it was like I felt like my brain and my body was intact because I kept telling myself, don't fall apart. And until I got off the stage, I didn't fall apart. It was like, all right, so what I gotta do is I gotta train my mind and my body to be more in sync more often. And from there, it was just like, man, let's get up and do this shit. Let's work out. Let's reach out to the right herbalist instead of winging it. And figure out exactly what it is that I got to do, because the pharmaceutical way ain't for me. The way that everybody go, needing Medicaid and all that shit not for me. Blue Cross, Blue Shield, that shit not for me. My body just worked better with the old typical way, so that's why you see me doing things that people don't understand, but it worked for me. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing, like, in all of this for me is the message that I really want to convey to people is like, yo, do healthy-wise in moderation, do what works for you. Everybody's body is different. Definitely take care of it. If anything, working out don't just mean trying to lift weights and build muscle. You can be getting your cardio right, build your lungs right, your breathing. There's so many different ways that you can attack the system of working out. And it's like, that's more so what I want people to get from my story is like, I ain't perfect. I don't do everything the perfect way. I don't do everything the traditional way. But I do what works for me and what keeps me going. I'm consistent. I'm driven. And most of all, fuck Lupus, because I be damned if that shit beat me.